Hello everyone and welcome to Bush Radio. Today we are pleased to welcome a key speaker from Meet Stellenbosch 2025. We are with Catherine. How are you, Catherine?
Good morning. Good morning to your listeners.
The conference that will be held this year in partnership with a central event and conferencing office at Stellenbosch University and Visit Stellenbosch. The edition theme, The Empathy Edge, highlight the importance of human-centered leadership and the role of non-profit organizations in the positive transformation of business, education, and beyond.
Yes. We're very excited to host this event in Stellenbosch this year.
Hi, I'm Ida. How are you? I am a French intern at Bush Radio.
Good morning, Ida. I'm very well. How are you?
I have a question for you. Can you give us a brief introduction to Meet Stellenbosch 2025 and why it's matter?
Absolutely. So Meet Stellenbosch is a flagship business event that positions Stellenbosch as a leading destination for conferences, academic gatherings, and association events. It really fosters collaboration across the business events industry, the academia from Stellenbosch University, and also the local business sectors. We drive a focus on empathy-driven leadership, innovation, and sustainable growth. It's important to attend this event if you are in the events industry, business events, or are an academic who may be hosting a conference or a workshop or a symposium in the future. You'll really get to know Stellenbosch and all that it has to offer, as well as pick up some really great tips and tricks for your event planning in the town.
This year's theme is the empathy edge, really resonates in today's context. So how would you define empathy today, especially in the world of leadership and business?
Oh, what a great question. Empathy for us is more than just the emotive side. It's really important that we focus on the human-centric side of doing business, leadership, how we lead and how we grow our youth contingent. It's how we make people feel and what do we want to say. And in planning meetings, it's about creating spaces that are more inclusive and accessible and really emotionally intelligent. And this is all about from how we welcome guests to how we build really important and valuable networking moments that actually connect people. So in leadership, it's transforming how the teams collaborate, how decisions are made, and how people are supported, not just as professionals, but also as human beings. We're seeing a real shift that people want to work with organizations that really value their own organizational values and reflect that in the business events and conferences that are hosted. Empathy is becoming a real key differentiator in building those long-term, purpose-led relationships.
Yeah, I like that, to seeing people not just as employees, but humans. It's very interesting. And how does this empathy-based approach actually change the way you plan and design events like this one?
That is, it is the question, and it is part of the topic that we're going to be addressing at Meet Stellenbosch 2025. It's about creating human-centric activities and thought-provoking talks and keynote speakers to make sure that you're leaving a meaningful legacy and creating spaces for people to really engage with each other and not just conference by numbers.
You unfade human-centered leadership. Contrarily, what are the tangible benefits for companies and associations that adopt this approach?
I think that if you are focused on human-centric leadership, you are creating a space for people in your teams to feel valued and ensure that they then give their all to the business, instead of creating an environment that is really all about numbers and doesn't value the possible contributions that people can make from their own context. So there's a lot of emotional intelligence that comes into play, and it's about trust, and it's about honesty and empathy, and really understanding the different drivers that each team member has, and not just treating them as cogs in a machine. And by doing that, you will get the best out of your team. And if your team trusts you, they will be willing to go the extra mile.
Wow, that's...
Okay, so, we increasingly heard about empathic generation and youth-led leadership. Could you tell us more about this trend and its impact?
Absolutely. So we've found that there's a growing wave of young leaders who are bringing a different lens to leadership. This lens really prioritizes empathy, inclusion, collaboration, and also emotional intelligence over the traditional hierarchy and authority that is in place in business events and business in general today. And this youth-led wave, they're not afraid to ask really bold questions or challenge the status quo, and they are much more value-driven than we've seen in previous years. What's really exciting for us here is they're not just being invited into the room at Meet Stellenbosch. They are helping redesign the room entirely. We're making space for these voices, and one of our key sessions will focus the spotlight on youth perspectives and explore exactly how this generation is already shaping the future of our events, the associations, and the business events industry as a whole.
And how Stellenbosch positions itself as a destination of choice for meaningful and high-impact events?
So Stellenbosch is a destination that offers much more than beautiful venues and vineyards, even though we have those in spades. What makes us really unique is our ability to blend the world-class infrastructure at Stellenbosch University with authenticity, academic excellence and innovation, and also community spirit. And it's through the initiative like Meet Stellenbosch, we're intentionally positioning the town as a hub for human-centric, sustainable and collaborative events, backed by Stellenbosch University's thought leadership, a strong local supplier network, and amazing collaboration with Visit Stellenbosch.
In your opinion, which sectors or industries will benefit the most from the empathy discussions at the Meet Stellenbosch 2025?
So there are a lot of industries and associations that already host activities in Stellenbosch. And while we would love to be able to focus on only one or two, what the current geopolitical climate is teaching us is that it is unsafe to do so. So we are opening up the doors and we're inviting every single industry to come and see what Stellenbosch has to offer. And that is from mining to health to sustainability sector and energy. We're inviting everybody to come and have a look and really experience the wonder and the brilliance of Stellenbosch.
Yes, it's very... empathy really touches all sectors. Can you give us an overview of the program and key speakers for this edition?
Absolutely. So Meet Stellenbosch 2025 is a 2-day event. Day 1 will feature keynote speakers, panel discussions, and interactive sessions. We've invited a mix of industry leaders and some bold new voices from CEOs to student changemakers. Our keynote speaker is Nikki Bush. We've also got Prof. Eugene Klutter, David Zimmerman, the CEO of Glue Up, SARCI's national chair, Glenton de Kock, Geeta Pale, the vice chairperson of SARCI, and many other little surprises along the way. Day 2 is a fantastic day, all about experiencing Stellenbosch. So delegates will not only tour Stellenbosch University venues, but also get a taste of the best of what the local venues and wine farms have to offer, really getting to know the town as a business events destination.
And beyond the conferences, how can participants actively engage and make the most of their experience during the event?
Very importantly, buy your tickets on Quicket soon because we have a limited amount of seats. You can buy a ticket for day 1 only or for day 1 and 2, and the tickets are available at Quicket. And it's really important to come with an open mind and a willingness to learn and engage.
Are there any specific initiative or collaborative project that will emerge from Meet Stellenbosch 2025?
I think you'll have to come to the event to find out. We're very excited to see what the interactive sessions are going to bring, and also what the discussions with the municipality and the university thought leadership will come to.
This event also seems to aim at bringing academia, business, and the local community. How does Meet Stellenbosch 2025 help strengthen these connections?
It is very important for us to become a conduit between industry and Stellenbosch University's thought leadership. The position that my business plays is that we are able to connect any potential conference with the thought leadership in Stellenbosch University that is really at the forefront of their specific knowledge center and really brilliant in terms of the research and the academic excellence and innovation. So we do provide an introductory open door to any kind of academia that a specific conference or symposium would need.
And to end, what final message would you like to share about empathy in today's world?
I'm sorry, could you just repeat that?
What final message would you like to share about empathy in today's world?
I think it is an absolute change maker and very important for people to understand exactly how empathy can be used in business through business events to promote not only a better business culture, but also drive excellence within your own business. Without empathy and without focusing on human-centric experiences, the legacy that we try to leave through these events will really fall flat.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have anything you want to add to our listeners?
Oh, absolutely. So just in summary, Meet Stellenbosch 2025 is on the 17th and the 18th of July. Tickets are available on Quicket. If you have any questions, you're very welcome to get in touch with my office at events, events, at sun.ac.za, or simply just Google Meet Stellenbosch 2025 and you will find the website.
Okay, thank you very much to our guest for this exciting and enriching exchange. Meet Stellenbosch 2025 promised to be a must-see event for all those who believe in more human leadership and events that really makes a difference.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to your listeners.